When you think of the world's richest celebrities, what comes to mind? Lavish mansions, private jets, supercars, and designer wardrobes. While many stars fit this description, some of the wealthiest celebrities have chosen a completely different path. Despite having hundreds of millions or even billions in their bank accounts, they prefer to live simple, modest lives. They drive regular cars, live in ordinary houses, and avoid unnecessary luxuries. These are the celebrities who prove that wealth doesn't have to change who you are. Some of them could buy entire islands, but choose to shop at discount stores instead. Others are worth more than small countries, yet still live like they did before fame. In this video, we'll take a look at 6 extremely rich celebrities who live like average Joes. And trust me, some of these names will surprise you, especially the billionaire who still eats at McDonald's. Let's dive in. Number 1. Keanu Reeves, the humble superstar. Keanu Reeves is one of the most beloved actors in Hollywood. His roles in The Matrix and John Wick have made him an international icon, and his fortune is estimated to be well over $300 million. But what makes Keanu truly special isn't his acting skills, it's his humility. Unlike many Hollywood stars who flaunt their wealth, Keanu prefers a simple, down-to-earth lifestyle. He has been spotted riding the subway, wearing inexpensive clothes, and even giving up his seat for strangers. He doesn't live in a massive, extravagant mansion, nor does he travel with a huge entourage. Instead, he keeps things minimal, focusing on what truly matters. One of the most remarkable things about Keanu is his generosity. When he made The Matrix, he earned millions, but instead of keeping all the money for himself, he donated a large portion, reportedly around $75 million, to the film's crew. He believed they deserved more for their hard work and wanted to share his success with those behind the scenes. Keanu has also given away millions to hospitals and charities without seeking publicity. He rarely talks about his wealth and seems genuinely uninterested in luxury. When asked about money, he once said, "Money doesn't mean anything to me. I just want to enjoy life." While many celebrities build a brand around wealth and status, Keanu remains a rare exception, a multimillionaire who lives like an ordinary person, focusing on kindness and simplicity rather than material possessions. Half 2. Warren Buffett, the billionaire next door. Warren Buffett is one of the richest men in the world, with a net worth that exceeds $100 billion. But if you saw him on the street, you probably wouldn't believe he was a billionaire. That's because Buffett has lived the same modest lifestyle for decades. Unlike other billionaires who own multiple mansions, Buffett still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for just $31,500. It's a simple home in Omaha, Nebraska. Nothing extravagant, no gold-plated ceilings, no high-tech security. Just a regular house in a quiet neighborhood. Buffett's frugality extends to his daily habits. Instead of dining at luxury restaurants, he prefers to eat at McDonald's. In fact, he has a morning routine where he orders a simple breakfast from the fast food chain, paying no more than a few dollars each day. He also drives his own car. Nothing flashy, just a basic, functional vehicle. He once explained that he sees no reason to upgrade to a luxurious lifestyle. He doesn't own yachts, doesn't spend on expensive clothes, and doesn't collect sports cars. He even continues to use a flip phone, despite having more than enough money to buy every new iPhone model. For Buffett, wealth is a tool, not a status symbol. He has pledged to give away the majority of his fortune to charity, proving that despite his massive success, he remains as down-to-earth as ever. Part 3. Ed Sheeran, the frugal pop star. Ed Sheeran is one of the best-selling artists in the world, with a net worth of over $200 million. He has sold millions of albums, performed in sold-out arenas, and worked with some of the biggest names in music. Yet despite his success, Ed lives a surprisingly modest life. Unlike many musicians who splurge on designer clothes, fancy cars, and expensive jewelry, Ed keeps things simple. He wears basic outfits, often consisting of jeans and a t-shirt, and avoids buying luxury items. He even admitted that he still uses his student bank account and has set a personal spending limit to make sure he doesn't overspend. Ed prefers to eat at cheap restaurants, and he's often spotted grabbing food from regular places rather than expensive celebrity hotspots. He has mentioned in interviews that he doesn't see the need for extravagance, saying, "I don't spend much. I have my credit card and a monthly allowance." For someone who could afford a life of excess, Ed chooses to stay grounded. His approach to wealth is a refreshing contrast to the stereotypical rock star lifestyle, proving that success doesn't have to come with reckless spending. Number 4. Mark Zuckerberg, the casual billionaire. Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, has a net worth of over $100 billion. Yet if you didn't know who he was, you might mistake him for a regular guy. That's because, despite his enormous fortune, Mark prefers a simple, unpretentious lifestyle. One of the most noticeable things about Zuckerberg is his wardrobe. He's famous for wearing the same gray t-shirt and jeans almost every day. While other billionaires have closets full of designer clothes, Zuckerberg keeps it basic. He has explained that he does this to reduce decision fatigue. By wearing the same thing daily, he saves his mental energy for more important decisions. His spending habits are just as modest. While other tech billionaires buy extravagant mansions, Zuckerberg and his wife, Priscilla, live in a relatively simple home. Though it's worth millions, it's not an over-the-top estate. He even does his own household chores, proving that he isn't obsessed with luxury. Despite being one of the most powerful figures in tech, Zuckerberg remains a minimalist, showing that wealth doesn't have to mean extravagance. Number 5. Jennifer Lawrence, the down-to-earth Hollywood star. Jennifer Lawrence is one of the highest-paid actresses in Hollywood, yet she refuses to live like a typical celebrity. Despite her massive success, she shops at regular stores, wears affordable clothes, and has no interest in the glitz and glamour of fame. She once revealed that she still looks for discounts when shopping and doesn't understand why people pay outrageous prices for fashion. Instead of spending millions on designer wardrobes, she prefers comfortable, practical outfits. Jennifer also chose to live in a modest home for years, rather than upgrading to a massive mansion. She has openly admitted that she doesn't enjoy the flashy lifestyle of many celebrities, proving that she's just as relatable as she appears on screen. 6. Steve Jobs, the minimalist visionary. Steve Jobs, the legendary co-founder of Apple, was worth billions. But unlike many billionaires, he embraced a minimalist lifestyle. Jobs was known for wearing the same black turtleneck and jeans every single day. He didn't care about luxury brands or having an extensive wardrobe. His reasoning? He believed that reducing small decisions in daily life allowed him to focus on more important things. Despite being able to afford extravagant homes and private islands, Jobs lived in a relatively simple house and avoided unnecessary spending. He was far more interested in innovation than wealth, and his lifestyle reflected that. His approach to simplicity proves that sometimes the most successful people focus less on material things and more on making an impact. These 6 celebrities could have easily chosen lives of excess and extravagance, but instead, they've shown that wealth doesn't have to change a person. Whether it's Keanu Reeves riding the subway, Warren Buffett eating McDonald's, or Mark Zuckerberg wearing the same t-shirt every day, they remind us that happiness isn't about how much money you have. It's about how you choose to live. Which celebrity surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments.